Welcome to this week's show. We got one jacked up show for you folks this week. I'm going to join up with the posse members and we're heading to the Black Hills of South Dakota for the 75th Sturgis Bike Rally. But right now, we're heading down to Latrobe to look at the new Indian motorcycles. And if I can cut a deal, I just may be riding a brand new Indian motorcycle in the Black Hills. Stay with us. We got one heck of a show coming up for you.
Walking on the wild side, wide open every time, letting it fly. You can find me high on the mountaintop, floating down a river rock, living for the ride. If you really want room to run, I'll show you where to get it done. Step off the back porch, jump across the fence, don't let the barbed wire catch you in the pants. I'm waiting in the bottom by the TomBob Creek. Come on, take a walk on the wild side with me.
Well, we made it to Latrobe, and let's go in, and I hope I can cut a deal with Al today. He's a tough salesman, but I'm pretty tough too. So let's go in and see what we got. Hey, big guy. How you doing? Finally made it down.
How you doing?
Good. How you been, Al? Good to see you.
Nice to see you. How's everything?
How's Jack Manick doing these days?
He's awesome. He's doing great.
I'll probably be hunting with him pretty soon.
Good, good. You getting the elk all ready to roll?
Yeah, they're starting. They're getting nice antlers already. And I see we got the beautiful one up here.
Yep,
And that's pretty cool. Feel at home.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's what we want.
Hey, I want to talk to you. You know, I've run a lot of Polaris products.
I do. Yep.
And I know you've been taunting me to get down here.
Needed to get you on an Indian.
So you fixed up an Indian that you think may fit what I like.
I think we have just the one for you,
All
buddy.
right, well, you show me.
Come on
you
over,
show
check
me.
it out.
Wow.
You said you'd like this
Oh, yeah, that's about the right size. Oh, yeah. Oh,
How's that fit?
that feels good. That even fits my bony butt. You know?
Think you can handle that one?
I don't know. I think. Could probably be talked into it if the price is right.
I think we can do that.
You think you can work something out?
Of course.
Okay.
It has the 111 with a 6-speed, fuel injected. They felt they had a little bit of a niche here with the blacked out and.
Well, it fits my style.
Yeah, that's what you like. That's what you're used to.
Tell me about that motor. I know it's a 111-inch motor.
That's the new 111-inch with 120 foot-pound of torque. Complete new design that Indian did just specifically for their new bikes.
Okay.
2014, they come out with that engine, the 111 Thunderstroke, and it has been awesome.
Awesome. I think we may. You got my interest, so
Let's get you on.
you want to get? All right. Well, stay with us. We're going to be heading to the Black Hills of South Dakota in the 75th Sturgis Rally. So if we can cut a deal, this is the bike you're going to see me on. So let's keep our fingers crossed.
He's going to be on this in Sturgis.
Let's talk.
I can guarantee
Let's
you that.
talk a little bit
Come
here.
on,
What
let's go.
what can I throw out to you to make this deal sweeter? You know, huh?
Welcome to the Black Hills, baby. You're watching Friends in Wild Places.
The TomBob lure is set to replace every other hard lure in your tackle box and land you more fish than you ever have before. With our patented scent fusion design, the controlled release of our proprietary fish attractant has been proven time after time and cast after cast to trigger the feeding response of all predatory fish, leading to more fish on the end of your line. Be sure to watch for the TomBob lure on the shelves of your local Walmart. Welcome back to Friends in Wild Places. Once we made it to the Black Hills of South Dakota, we hastily made camp and the adventure began. With kickstands finally up, we were able to take in the true beauty of the Black Hills and what Sturgis, South Dakota has to offer every motorcycle rider. The Black Hills have everything from beautiful mountain vistas to absolutely stunning curvy back roads and even some wildlife and one crazy good time. Whether you like to party with the best, or whether you like to ride your bike all day long, or sit and enjoy peaceful mountain streams, be sure to make the Sturgis Bike Rally your destination. One of our favorite places to hang out in the Black Hills is Deadwood. Deadwood has a legendary history and some of the most unique shops you've ever seen.
Here at Friends in Wild Places, one of our favorite places to stop is Deadwood, South Dakota. And Todd, thanks for having us in your shop.
Thanks for stopping by, Brad.
Tell us a little bit about your shop.
Well, we just moved in here this year. We've been working on this renovation of the building for 7 months, and we basically handle and reproduce parts for the old Indian motorcycles from 1936 and 1953.
And we just happen to be riding by. We love Deadwood. It's a great place to be. You can hear the bikes rolling.
Yeah.
Todd, you've been an Indian guy for a long time. What's the deal?
About 15 years. I got into the, liking that model of bike, and then we developed from there and bought out this former owner of Jerry Greer's Engineering 14 years ago. We moved the shop out here to Deadwood this year, and we carry 6,000 part numbers, so we can take care of you.
You can take care. You do customs. You do about everything.
Well, we do restorations, and we mainly work with individuals on restoring their bike.
We just got done talking with Todd, and I ran into Janice.
Yes.
And she is a native of the area and has got a wealth of information for you viewers out there about Deadwood. So next time you come through Deadwood, look her up over here at the shop, and she'll tell you about her family history. Tell me a little bit about the family in Deadwood.
Well, my grandfather came into Deadwood in 1876 driving an oxen train carrying a lot of demolition. He was the first demolition expert for the homestake after he discovered the Caledonia mine and sold out to Hearst in 1877 for close to $1 million, if you can imagine that amount of money back then. It was like 900 and some thousand. And then my grandfather, his oldest son, he had 4 sons, was married to Mary Manning, whose brother was Sheriff John Manning, first elected sheriff of Deadwood, beat Seth Bullock in a landslide election, by the way.
Wow.
Seth Bullock was appointed by the president. He was not elected by the people. And it's a little known fact, it's in all the old 1800 newspapers, that he left town saying Deadwood needs to be ran by a Republican. Deadwood does not need to be ran by a Democrat. So he went north and started the town of Belfouche, and John Manning took over as sheriff. He is my great-great uncle, and he hired his brothers and his cousins to be his deputies. So actually the Mannings were the Earps of Deadwood.
Deadwood is Stetson.
Anyway, after that, of course, my grandfather was the oldest of 4 boys, and he was city attorney, district attorney, state's attorney, and attorney for the homestake. My father was his only son, and my father went to the very first motorcycle rally on a brand new Indian motorcycle. And of course, all the guys went off to World War II, and then they restarted the rally after World War II. So because of the Manning history marrying into my Heffron family, I can claim 5th generation Deadwood.
So this is the real deal right here.
And I love to do living history of my great-great-grandmother, John Manning's mother, who came in on the stage in 1878.
That is amazing.
Yes.
Well, man, we appreciate you taking the time to tell us that.
Very happy to share.
Please stop in and visit with this lady.
Yes.
She is the real deal. Thanks again. We appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Todd, we appreciate you taking a few minutes just to say hey. For more information on Todd's shop, it's listed below. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Friends in Wild Places.
This lure stinks. Introducing the only hard metal lure that smells and tastes just like live bait. The TomBob lure with scent fusion technology is going to make this year's fishing season the best yet. Available in a variety of sizes to meet the needs of the sport fisherman, this lure is proven successful across all species of fish. Whether you're stream fishing for trout, after lunker bass in a freshwater lake, or even fishing saltwater for snook, trout, or redfish, make the TomBob lure your secret weapon. For more information on this revolutionary breakthrough in fishing technology, visit TomBobOutdoors.com. The TomBob lure is now available for purchase on Amazon.com. Welcome back to TomBob Outdoors. You might have to excuse our posse at this time as we set up a meeting with Robert from Indian Motorcycles. Keep in mind that this trip is part vacation too.
Well, here we are at Sturgis 75th Rally, and we're with Robert from Indian. Robert, tell us a little bit about Indian and the history and what it means to Sturgis.
Well, you know, 75 years ago, Pappy Hole had a Indian motorcycle dealer right here in Sturgis, right? And he was one of the founding members of the Jack Pine Gypsies, a great original motorcycle club that's still here. They're still racing flat track. These guys are amazing. And he started this rally to bring riders in from the other areas to celebrate the Black Hills and to celebrate racing and the history and heritage of flat track, which Indian used to just dominate, right? And so, you know, here we are, Diamond Anniversary, 75 years later. This is a rally for riders, by riders. You can't buy this rally. You have to earn your way in here, right? And that's what Indian Motorcycle is. So we're here this year to really celebrate that history and heritage. We've got our brand new 2016 collection of all the new colors, the new features, the new Scout that's got anti-lock brake option on it. We brought out a ton of our customs. We revealed new customs specifically for Sturgis. Demo rides going on and corporate displays, celebrities coming in and out. It's really, this is kind of our Super Bowl, and we're bringing it all.
And the presence Indian has here this year is unreal. I mean, you're everywhere.
Yeah.
From billboards, TV, you got more space than any of the competitors.
Well, you know, really the truth is that I think the American motorcyclist has been looking for a different option in motorcycling. Indian Motorcycle offers the history and heritage and that sort of, that Americana. There's something about the fabric of American life that just Indian Motorcycle just fits right into that, right? But we didn't want to just recreate the past. We want to project ahead into the future. So we built motorcycles that have technology, that have power, that have durability, that have all the Indian classic style that you want, but a bike that, as you know, right? You can pull it out of the crate, go put some break-in miles on it, and then go take it on a major frickin' road trip and have a good time. And I'm sure you experience this as I do whenever I ride our bikes. Is you pull up at a gas station, you just got, if you just want to get gas and get out of there, it's like, man, you gotta move fast, man, because if you stall for 3 seconds, somebody's going to come up and say, wow, that's a cool bike, and it's just really exciting for all of us who have the opportunity to wear this brand and to be shepherds of this brand, to be right here in Sturgis with riders, real riders like you who rode in and had a great time. I rode in from LA, you rode in from the other side, and there's just thousands upon tens of thousands of people who have that shared experience that are just here to have a good time.
Let me tell you, I've been riding since 1968, and that tells you my age. And I think I've owned every brand.
Yeah.
And I was telling you, Robert, earlier, this bike, the Dark Horse that you guys sold me, what a sweet ride.
It's
my wife
awesome.
loves it.
Such a great bike.
Oh, what a great bike. And it's a pleasure to represent the brand from our end, too. So, Robert, we appreciate you taking a few minutes. I know you guys are busy. We love the bike and love what your brand stands for. And good luck in the future. And thanks so much for allowing us to interview you today.
Yeah, you bet. You guys be safe on the road. Have a lot of fun out there. And I guarantee you, whatever the next party is, we'll see you there.
All right. Thanks.
See you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you Mr. Chris Gulley.
Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
The action never stops with TomBob Outdoors, Friends in Wild Places.
Problem 780.
One of the highlights of the Black Hills is the Crazy Horse Memorial. It was started in the late 1940s, and this awe-inspiring memorial is still under construction today. We were fortunate enough to be able to meet with some of the people directly involved with the immense undertaking of this colossal monument.
65 years ago is when Korchak and Ruth moved to the Crazy Horse property, and there was nothing here. So the portions of the visitor center that you're going to see include the log home, and they cut the trees and she peeled the bark and he stacked the logs, and they built the house 65 years ago in 1947. That took most of that year, as well as some road building to the mountain carving, and he and Henry Standing Bear didn't dedicate the project with the first blast until 1948. And then that was the only blast in 1948. The actual production work didn't really begin until 1949. So in the visitor facility, what occurred over the years is their home doubled as the welcoming center for the visiting public. And out of that has grown to the complex that we have today. It's more than 40,000 square feet. Includes our Welcome Center, the Indian Museum of North America, the Native American Educational and Cultural Center, as well as our museum gift shop, the restaurant snack shop, and this viewing deck. And the purpose of the viewing deck is at least twofold. There's probably more dimension to it than that. This is the place in 1965 that he built the large-scale plaster model to help give the visitor an idea of what his artistic intent is for the mountain. Here is also the large gathering place for special events, everything from celebration of Ruth and Korchak's birthdays to, in South Dakota, we have Native Americans Day in October while the rest of the country is observing Columbus Day. Here we honor the culture and traditions of the Lakota and the other Native American tribes. If you visit in the wintertime, we have a laser light show over the Thanksgiving, Christmas holiday season. The other thing that you'll see is the portions of the family home, and it's still the family home. You'll see nearly 65 years worth of collecting of various decorations. It is not a job, it's a lifestyle.
So a lot of people come out here wondering who was Crazy Horse and what did he mean to his people and why was he chosen? Well, Crazy Horse is what we like to consider to be the personification of a true warrior. He fought for his people's rights, he never signed a treaty, he never surrendered, and he was killed at Camp Robinson, Nebraska. That the natives here wanted to have a hero to their people represented here in the Black Hills. Now the face we see up here represents a composite image, we say, and it's not intended to be the Crazy Horse the man, because once again we did not know what he looked like, but this is meant to more represent the spirit of Crazy Horse and his people. Now, when he was there, someone hollered out of the crowd asking him, "Where are your lands now, Crazy Horse?" And it was a very derisive question. Crazy Horse answered it very honestly. He said, "My lands are where my dead lie buried," reportedly pointing out over his horse's head as he said that. This happens to be the fact that the way the mountain lies geographically, it is pointing out toward what we consider to be their ancestral lands. So this is a very significant carving right here in a lot of different ways, representing the spirit of the man and his people. As we said, this is the largest mountain carving on earth. That face stands 87.5 feet tall. Now, Washington's face at Mount Rushmore, those faces are 60 feet tall. And we've taken all four of Mount Rushmore's faces and we can superimpose them alongside his face and alongside the back of the head over there. So those four faces would actually fit just in Crazy Horse's face alone.
Welcome to this week's Pennsylvania Great Outdoors Minute. The PA Great Outdoors region is a big, beautiful part of Pennsylvania and home to Cook Forest State Park, the second most visited park in the Keystone State. Cook Forest was rated as one of America's top 50 state parks by National Geographic Traveler magazine. The park has many stands of old-growth forest. With the Cathedral of Ancient Pines, home of the Longfellow pine, the tallest tree in Pennsylvania, Cook Forest has earned the nickname the Land of Giants. Visitors can see spectacular panoramic views of the wild and scenic Clarion River from Seneca Point and the nearby Fire Tower. Horseback riding, hiking miles of well-marked trails, and floating down the river are popular ways to relax and enjoy the natural beauty of Cook Forest. The Sawmill Center for the Arts hosts many shows and festivals. And each June, the sights and sounds of the French and Indian War reenactments and encampment fill the forest. There are many cabins, lodges, campgrounds, restaurants, and fun things to do in Cooksburg and the area that surround the park as well. To plan your trip to the Pennsylvania Great Outdoors, go to visitpago.com or like PA Great Outdoors on Facebook.